Today we are going to learn about monopoly. According to economists, perfect market and monopoly are both opposite theories. Monopoly is an imaginary concept and it has been seen in the reality imperfect monopoly. Monopoly is from the Greek words monos, which means single, polyn means seller. So monopoly means the market having one seller. According to Professor Chamberlain, when the product supply is controlled only by a single enterprise, it is monopoly. According to Professor Stigler, only one enterprise is the seller of the goods or products. Let us learn the characteristics of monopoly. First one is only one producer or seller and numerous buyers. Now in monopoly, there is only one seller or one producer of the product. He controls the entire supply of product. Since there is only one seller, there is no competition in the market. So the result comes up that the seller or the producer controls the price of the product. The producer or seller can decide the price of the product and is known as the price maker of the market. When there are countless buyers in the market, the importance of the single buyer becomes negligible. The customer will compete with each other to buy the product. So here, since buyer has no choice but to buy from this only seller, they cannot affect the price of the product. So here there is no importance of single buyer. So when there are countless buyers in the market, we say the importance of single buyer is negligible. Second is absence of substitute goods. There is absence of substitute goods in monopoly, as in reality there is imperfect monopoly. In monopoly there are no close substitute goods, and if there are a similar product also, then also the buyers are ignorant about it. For example, if while buying a railway ticket for a specific company for a specific time to a specific location, the ticket is unavailable, then there is no possibility to have a similar or substitute ticket to the location. But one can try by traveling by airplane or some other modes of transportation at the same time or to the same location. Third is restriction over the entry of new firms. Monopoly means that there is only one firm in the market owing to several restrictions for new firms to enter. Some of these restrictions could be like a government license or natural resources specific, patent and copyrights, having specific specialized skill, etc. Monopoly can be ended, but it is quite difficult, and so the seller can sustain his monopoly for longer duration. Due to absence of competition, the seller controls the price and gains supernormal profit, and that is also one of our characteristics, supernormal profit. In spite of the supernormal profit earned in monopoly, other firms cannot easily enter the market due to reason as we said above. Thus, monopoly restricts entry of new firms with factors like as we said, nature, law, skills and experience. This control over the price or sale. We said in the previous characteristics also that to gain maximum profit, the seller controls the supply of products. On the other hand, the seller cannot control both the price and the sales of the product. In order to sell less product, the firm gets higher prices, At the same time, the firm must set lower price of product in order to sell them in large number. It is not possible to sell a large number of units with high price. Fifth is supernormal profit. In a market when a firm's average cost is less than its average revenue, it is a situation of supernormal profit. In a monopoly market, the producers and sellers are the same. So the seller can charge higher price and earn supernormal profit without any competition, and whether it is short term or long term period. So the seller can put high price on the products which he has produced as compared to the total expense, and this way he gains supernormal profit. So as we have learned the formula, accordingly average revenue and average cost, when we compare, then average cost will be less than average revenue. Next is price discrimination. As there is no competition, the seller can set any price on the same product, and he can set different prices also depending on the use. So the seller can gain higher profit using the concept of price discrimination. Example, doctor. Now here doctors and lawyers, they can charge different fees for similar problems. Seventh is firm is industry. Now here we know what is a firm. Firm is an independent unit of product. What is industry? Industry is the collection of the firms producing same products. In monopoly, the producer and seller are the same. So the collection of firm can also be considered a single firm. So we say that the concept of firms does not exist, and single firm behaves as a whole industry in this monopoly.